Today I'm going to show you how to crochet the X stitch. There are different ways to crochet it that will result in a different texture. As you can see, we've got a traditional X stitch here. Here is another variation. They look very different from one another. And then there's even a third variation. I'm going to go over each of these with you and show you how they're all similar and how they vary. For each one of these samples, I've started with 18 single crochets along the bottom. We will begin each row with a double crochet and we will end each row with a double crochet. You need to have an even number of stitches. Again, I started with 18. If you take away your first and your last double crochet, that means there's 14 stitches, and 2 stitches per cross stitch will leave you with 7 cross stitches per row. And I always begin my rows with a double crochet. When I begin a row with a double crochet, I prefer to chain one and pull it a little bit higher and then work my double crochet. I do not count my beginning chain as a stitch, but each pattern will be written differently, and some people like to chain 2 and count that as a double crochet, and even in some patterns you might even start with the beginning chain 3. Just be sure that if you're following a pattern with the X stitch that you follow according to the pattern instructions. Okay, so we began with our double crochet that we've already completed. For a traditional X stitch, we're going to skip the first or the next stitch, and you're going to work a double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, and complete your double crochet. Now to create the X, you're going to work another double crochet in your skipped stitch over here. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up your loop, and complete your double crochet. Okay, so as you can see, you have an X there with your stitches. You're going to repeat that across the whole row. So skip the next stitch, double crochet into the next one, and then work into that skipped stitch. So yarn over, cross back over, and double crochet. You're basically crocheting over the first double crochet. So skip the next stitch, double crochet here into that next stitch. Now you're going to crochet around this double crochet. So yarn over in the front, insert your hook, it comes up in the back, grab that yarn and double crochet. Skip the next stitch, double crochet into the next one, double crochet into that skipped stitch. We're going to work all the way across the row. Skip a stitch, double crochet into that skipped stitch. Again, this is the traditional cross stitch or a traditional X stitch in crochet. Basically, you're crocheting an X across the row. So you skip one stitch, double crochet, and then crochet into the skipped stitch of the prior stitch. So skip a stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into that skipped stitch, and then in your last stitch, double crochet in that last stitch to complete the row. So as you can see, we've created a lot of X stitches. And this is just one row on top of the other. And this is a pretty common pattern that you will find in many crochet patterns. The next variation of the X stitch is going to be working in the behind the first stitch. I like this version of the X stitch because it creates a little bit more texture within your crochet piece. If you look closely and angle it a little bit, you can actually almost see a diagonal line across your crochet work. It's not an exact diagonal line, but it just creates a little bit of a nice texture. So to create this texture in the X stitch or the cross stitch, again, you're going to start the same way. I chain one, pull it up a little higher, and I double crochet in that first stitch. And then I'm ready to begin my X stitch. Yarn over, same as before, you're going to skip the first stitch and go into the next stitch. And this is where it will vary. You're still going to work into this skipped stitch, but you're going to work behind the stitch you just worked. So you're going to yarn over, go behind that stitch, poke your hook through that hole, and work into that skipped stitch and complete your single or your double crochet. And there is your X stitch. Okay, we're going to go over this a few more times. So skip the next stitch, double crochet into the next one. Working into the skipped stitch, but behind the stitch you just made, double crochet. So yarn over, bring your hook back, grab that skipped stitch, pull up a loop, and complete your double crochet. Skip the next stitch, double crochet in the skipped stitch, going behind the stitch you just worked and grabbing that skipped stitch. Skip the next stitch, double crochet in the skipped stitch, going behind that stitch. We're going to continue this all the way across the row. Continuing all the way across the row, we're continuing to work that X stitch with the difference of working behind the first stitch instead of around. So behind and working into that skipped stitch. Again, going behind and grabbing that. The first few are a little awkward, and then you just kind of get into a rhythm, and it's really easy to follow. Now work a double crochet in the last stitch of the row, and you can see your X stitches that have just a little bit more texture than a traditional X stitch. The next variation is an X stitch that is worked in the front of the first stitch. So just the opposite of the last one we did. This one does not have quite the pattern or the uniformed pattern. You can't see the diagonals in it as well. It is very textured, but you don't quite see the X's in it like you do before. Okay, so to crochet this one, it is a little bit more difficult. It's not my favorite. I've already began with the double crochet in your first stitch. We're going to begin like the last one. You're going to skip the first stitch, double crochet into the next stitch. Now this is where it starts to get tricky. You're going to double crochet into the skipped stitch, but you're going to work only in front of this prior stitch. I'm going to pull my hook out so I can show you. You're going to insert your hook into the skipped stitch, and then you're going to pull it forward and complete that double crochet in front of that stitch. Now I pulled my hook out because it's hard to see when I have my yarn on it. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to insert my hook into that stitch. I find it easiest if I grab that first stitch and kind of hold it so that I can pull my hook through. So my hook has been inserted into that first skipped stitch. Yarn over and now complete your double crochet. And that is your X stitch. I'm going to review a few more so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so you're going to skip the stitch, or the next stitch, double crochet into the next one. And then again, you're going to yarn over, you're going to insert your hook into this stitch, but then you're going to pull that forward in front of the stitch you just did and complete the double crochet. Skip the next stitch, double crochet into the next one, yarn over. You might find it easier if you hold this stitch with your fingers and insert your hook and then pull it forward. It kind of keeps that back stitch out of the way to complete that X. Skip that stitch, go into the next one, yarn over, go into that and skipped stitch, pull it forward, pull a loop up, and complete your double crochet. Again, skip a stitch, double crochet, insert your hook in front of, and then pull that stitch in front of that last stitch. Again, I know that's hard to see. I'll show you again without the yarn on my hook so you can see exact stitch placement. So you crochet your double crochet, you're going to insert your hook into that skipped stitch and then pull it forward and complete your stitch right here. So yarn over, insert the hook, pull that stitch forward, pull up your loop, and then complete that double crochet. All right, so skipping that the first stitch, double crocheting into the next stitch, yarn over, grab that skipped stitch, pull it forward, and complete your double crochet. Double crochet in the last stitch of the row to complete the row. Now, like I said, this one is the most difficult to do, and I'm not as big of a fan of the look of it. I think it's a pretty stitch. It looks almost like it has knots in it. So for the right pattern, it could be beautiful, but I do find it a little bit tricky, so I prefer the other methods of the X stitch. Okay, so one last time I want to go over, this is what your traditional X stitch is going to look like, crocheted in a pattern. It's a nice flat texture, very pretty, very open stitch. You can see through it a little bit, very reversible. Then you've got your X stitch working behind the first stitch. Again, this is the one that kind of creates those diagonal lines throughout the stitch work. Very textured, a little bit thicker fabric than the traditional X stitch. And it is also reversible. You get that same diagonal look on both the front and the back side. And then you have the variation where you work in front of the first stitch. Again, this one's a little more complicated to work. It has a lot of rich texture. It's nice and thick like the prior one, but this one is a little trickier to work. Again, it looks the same on both sides as well. And for the right project, it could be beautiful.